Hello, welcome to another episode of the JoshCast. I don't feel like I sounded excited when I said that because I'm tired. And now I'm disappointed in myself for not being more excited, genuinely excited. But on the other hand, I should applaud myself for calling out the honesty of not liking how I'm introducing this podcast. And yet at the same time, I feel like by pointing out how I don't like the beginning of the podcast, I am in effect making the whole situation worse. Whereas if I had just continued talking about what I wanted to talk about without calling out me being bad at the intro, perhaps people would not have noticed. So here we are. At any rate, I've noticed that on podcasts where I talk about something sex related, I get 20 views, as opposed to podcasts where I don't talk about something sex related, I get 0 to 2 views. And I think I know why that's the case. But then the other thing that occurred to me is that the thing that I talk about in my act, most often than not, or more often than not, most often than not, it should be more often than not. There we go. The thing I talk about in my act more than anything is the fact that I'm 36 and I didn't lose my virginity until I was 32. And I don't know, maybe that's why I'm interested in sex. But then again, that's ridiculous because everyone's interested in sex, except for the people who say they are not at all interested in sex. They are interested in other things. I don't know what those people are interested in. It could be anything. They could be interested in macrame or possibly building scale models of hotels. I don't know why that came to mind. I do. I'm staring at a hotel right now. I'm not in a hotel. I'm staring at it. It'd be nice if I was in it because I'd love room service, but at the same time, we're not at that place where I can afford it. Anyway, I don't think this podcast has been derailed. The point is, 36, lost my virginity when I was 32. And I'm not currently dating, not even trying, too afraid to. And I'm not rich. And people tell me, that it doesn't matter. Love conquers all, Josh. Love conquers all. Well, no, I think love conquers about the first 48 hours of any relationship. And then after that, okay, then it's a mixture of love and your portfolio. I really, at least for me, I don't feel confident in myself as a man. And not making a lot of money, it's something that gets in my way. I don't want to have to worry about wanting to buy somebody dinner and feel nervous about that. So I'd just rather not put myself in the situation. That's one concern I have when it comes to dating. Another one is, well, there's many. I mean, another one is accidentally getting her pregnant. And that's me having a positive attitude there on whether or not I can even get to that point in a date. But I think it's important to establish this context because I have had very little experience with sex. So whenever I read about sex or sex-related stories in the news, I really am a stranger in a strange land in these situations. And one I was reading about that I want to share with you. Apparently, there was this couple that took a picture of themselves in naked while on top of one of the Great Pyramids in Egypt. First of all, now we have 2 reasons to call them Great Pyramids. Ho! Punchline! I immediately went to look at the picture, and the two of them were missionary position. They were lying missionary position, but they were both looking out at one of the other pyramids in the horizon, which just an odd image of 2 people. It's like mid-coitus going, oh, wait, there's a pyramid. Just strange, very strange. And the Egyptian government is pissed. First, they think the photo's doctored. They don't think it actually happened because they have strict security, and they don't let people just run up the pyramid. But I think that they are missing out on a marketing opportunity. I think that they should sell tourism packages. Specifically, buy a package, for $2,000. You fly out to the pyramids, you walk up, you do the nasty, you take a photo, take a selfie, and you come back down, and that just has everything rolled into one. You're seeing a wonder of the world. You're having the coitus, and you're increasing your social media presence by showing a picture of yourself canoodling while standing on a place that may or may not have been built by Jewish slaves 3,000 years ago. I say may or may not because I'm hearing now that apparently now there are people saying that didn't happen. I don't know. I wasn't there. But that would be my advice. I think this would be a tourist game changer. They should do this with monuments all over the place. I mean, imagine, say you got a father. He wants to take his sons on a bonding trip to the Grand Canyon, and the sons are saying, "We're not interested in this. We don't want this." And the father says, "Take another look at the brochure. Take a look." It's, the brochure ends up under their bed. I just think there's something there. Sex sells, and I think Egypt should get on board with this. I really do. So I'm looking at this, and then I'm thinking about the couple themselves, or the guy taking the picture, because I guess he has a website. He's a photographer, and he has in fact taken pictures of naked people in other locations, like standing on top of skyscrapers, looking down on major cities. That's his thing. That's what he does, and I wonder how he recruits people to do that. I mean, does he hire them, or are they friends? How do you see? This is the thing. I can barely talk to a woman, but I can't imagine sitting down with coffee with Stella. I'm going to go ahead and say her name is Stella, and you're just talking, and she's saying, "How's the photography going?" "Oh, it's a lot of fun. Listen, I have an idea I have an idea. I want to make a statement, and I want to make a statement. How do you feel about nudity and heights and violating possibly 10 to 15 laws? What are your thoughts on that?" The fact that he is able to do that, this guy, the fact that he's able to do that, not only can he have a career in photography, he can have a career in sales. I think there's a lot that he can sell that most other people cannot sell. I mean, there are he could own a string of car dealerships, and then take pictures of naked people in the cars, and that would help sell the cars. Synergy, people, synergy. I enjoy a story like this. It's fun. I think it's good. Oh, that's the other thing too about this, that you take a picture like that, a naked person on a monument, on a historical landmark. You take a picture like that, you put it on Instagram, you get 1 million followers, your Instagram account goes up, you get advertising, you get you begin to earn a living as someone on Instagram. And I'm thinking that in this day and age, it is easier to earn a healthy living flying somebody out to Egypt and pretending to have sex and taking a picture on top of the pyramids. It's easier to make a living doing that than it is opening a small business. That's where our economy is at right now. That's the nature of our economy. That's what it is. Hey, I want to open a restaurant. Man, I don't know if I can afford that loan. Well, what can I do to afford the loan? Listen, how do you feel about nudity and heights? That's what I keep asking you. You listen. You want to open an Italian / Asian fusion / cookie dough / Hooters restaurant, okay? And you need startup capital. I'm telling you what to do. Just go to the Great Wall of China with a half a dozen frustrated college sorority girls and you've got yourself a chain, my friend, a chain. I would never do something like this. First of all, I couldn't even broach the idea to any other human being saying, "Hey, do you want to do this with me?" I wouldn't dare do it. I would be terrified that she would immediately sue me. I would need here's what I would have to get rich. Number one, for me to do this, I would have to be filthy rich. Number two, I would have to have an attorney present with me. And there would be contracts. Number three, I wouldn't be in the picture. I mean, I want this picture to get, likes and retweets. I'd hire a model to be in the picture. Number four, I was going to say I would take the picture, but now that I'm thinking, if I was that filthy rich, I would just hire someone to go out and do it. Then I wouldn't have to leave my apartment. And then I could look at the picture and that would be it. They would go and take it, and I don't know why I would even, if I was already filthy rich, why would I even do it? At that point, I'd just be doing it to be, well, I would do it to help, and then there's the exploitation thing. I'd be afraid of getting accused of exploitation. I know this couldn't work. And I don't like flying. I don't, and I don't know. I don't need to see the pyramids. I mean, I'm impressed with, they're very impressive, but I don't need to go there. Yeah, the whole thing just makes me tired thinking about it. I'm not into it. Not into it. Yeah, I think we're going to stop the podcast there. I think this is good for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And listen, if you are going to go take naked pictures of yourself and others on a monument, and if you're going to hire people to do it, and you're going to, or if you're hired, let me say this: if you are hired to go somewhere and take a picture while nude, my guess is you're going to be hired as an independent contractor. In which case, just remember, don't spend all the money. You have to hold some of the money because you're going to be taxed on that money. Good luck putting whatever job it is on the I-9. You're going to give the IRS something to laugh about. They could use it. They may ask for proof. I don't know what you're going to do there. Well, what am I saying? You're going to tell them, go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Then you got the IRS following you, and why not? I mean, followers are followers. Am I right?